This video is a tutorial about using the Hinds Community College electronic databases. You will first need to go to the Hinds Community College homepage, which you can see by typing in the URL above, hindscc.edu. And then you will look down on the left column of links there and click on Libraries. This is the page you'll see once you click Libraries. You'll need to go again down the left side to click Databases. Once you click Databases, you will have a few options. You have library resources by popularity and subject. You have the most popular resources, which will have the databases we need, and then below that you have resources by subject. We will focus on using Academic Search Complete and Opposing Viewpoints for the purpose of your research paper for Comp 2. However, I definitely encourage you to look at the resources by subject based on the subject area you are researching. If you have a course with literature, short stories, poetry, author, criticism, anything like that, the Literary Reference Center is an excellent choice as well. But first we'll look at Academic Search Complete. So you will click on that link, and if you're off campus, you will be prompted to enter your Hinds ID and password. Once you do so, the Academic Search Complete search screen will load. On this screen, you can enter your search terms. I also recommend, if you know that you're not going to be near the library and have access to any print journals, you might want to click full text to limit your results to only those sources that have the full text attached to the search results. So I'm going to search for education and online learning. This is the search results page. Let's see, actually, no, on this page I only searched for education. I typed in and online learning afterward because I wanted to show you the difference in searching for a single search term. You can see I have 776,000 results. Then when I added a secondary search term and online learning, that lowered the number to 7,600. So quite a difference in your filtering if you have a really broad subject like nursing or education or engineering or any of these things. You're going to get just so many more sources than you even know how to deal with. But if you have a secondary filter, you can say education and online learning, or education and online learning, not high school. The more specific you can make it, if you find yourself swamped with sources, the easier it'll be to filter through your search results. So here are some search results for education and online learning. I'm going to click on the second academic journal, Building Student Trust in Online Learning Environments, and I'm going to look at the article page. This is the page that will load once you click on an article. A few things to note on this page. To the left, you have a link to the full text of the article. You will not see the full text of the article on this screen, so you'll have to click on the full text and download it to see the actual article. Before you do that, however, you should probably check and see if the article is even going to be useful for your research purposes. And to do that, you can simply read the abstract, which I have circled in the bottom of the screen. The abstract is just a summary of the article. So if you read through the summary and realize that it's either too general and restates a lot of things you've already found, or maybe it's too specific in a direction that you don't plan to pursue, you may not even need to download the full text, and you can just tell from the abstract if it will be useful or not. Another tool to note on this page, on the far right side, you can see where I've circled the word cite. And once you click on that, you'll have a few options of formatting guides, and you can just scroll down to the MLA formatting guide and copy your citation. So that is an example of going through Academic Search Complete. We'll go back to the database page which you found through Heinz homepage, libraries, and databases. And this time I want to look at opposing viewpoints. So here's the opposing viewpoints main page. If you were just logging in from the database page, you may have been prompted to go to enter your Heinz ID between that page and the first page of opposing viewpoints. But if you've already been logged in like I was, it went straight there. So you've got a few things to note on this page as well. You have a search bar in the top right area. You have some headers there: home, browse issues, maps, resources, and we're going to take a look at browse issues. So you click browse issues and you should see an alphabetical list of all the issues in the database. And so you can just scroll down that page. It goes on forever and ever and ever. And if you're still unsure of exactly what you're looking for, you might want to browse through some of the issues and just see which controversial issues they have posted. If you know what you're looking for, you can use the search bar. So again, I went with education and the drop-down menu gave me a few commonly used phrases, but I went with online learning. And you can see behind the drop-down menu that it's given me a few options based on questions. So online learning programs changing, I think it said that changing the way students think, blending traditional and online learning improves achievements, online charter schools. We've got several different things here based on viewpoints. So you can look through things in that direction. Or if you use the browse issues, you can just click on your topic and then that will give you a topic page. So this is what happens when I click on education. You'll see a few options down the right side to filter your sources: primary sources, news, reference, magazine, that sort of thing. I'm going to scroll on down this page. In the middle first, you just have a general article about education. Further down the page, you have featured viewpoints, statistics, academic journals, primary sources, news, and any of those you can click View All. Going back to the top of the page, you had that general article on education. I'll open that. So here you can see this is from the opposing viewpoints editorial staff, and it's just education. As you scroll down, you'll see different areas of education with lots of linked sources. You should see controversial issues in for each of those issues you might click on. So this one talks about freedom of expression, school choice. As you continue scrolling down the page, you'll get to the bottom and you have your source citation right there at the bottom of the page. And as far as I have been able to see, that has been the case on each opposing viewpoints article that I've opened. So you would just copy and paste that source citation into your note card or Word document. The final page of the slideshow, I just have typed out your directions of what I just went through. You could also use Google Scholar or Google Books if you want to take a look in that, but I would certainly avoid Google search because you're going to be inundated with advertising and blogs and just it's going to take a lot of work to sort through what you find in a Google search to make sure something is credible. So if you spend that time with opposing viewpoints or Academic Search Premier or even your local library, you'll know that the sources you're finding are worth your time. I know this may be a very new thing for some of you, so if you find yourself getting stuck or either you can't find what you're looking for or you're finding too much of what you're looking for, please just send me a message and let me know, hey, this is the search term I'm using, this is the database I'm using, I'm not sure how to get what I need to know, and we'll just talk about it and I'll see what I can do to help. So I hope you have enjoyed this video tutorial through the Heinz electronic databases.